Jeff Naleway segment. Take one.
That was awesome. Welcome to What's Going On with Lynette and Corey. Today, we're going to be interviewing Jeff Naleway with Rooms of Hope, a nonprofit that, for lack of a better explanation, does sort of an extreme makeover of a child's bedroom. I'm sure that we'll get a little more into that with Jeff Naleway. So Jeff, why don't you come on down, take a seat, and tell us about your charity. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff. So I've heard a couple things about what's going on for your charity lately, but I'm going to start with the thing that I find the most interesting. I hear that you're growing your beard for charity.
I am First Street Ale House in Livermore every year. Yeah, so good beer selection. Every year they do a beard growing contest, and the actual purpose of the contest is to raise funds and for the foundation that is near and dear to our hearts.
Rooms of Hope.
Rooms of Hope.
All right, so what you got going on now is that the entirety of November's growth?
No, well, yeah, pretty much. November 1st is when I started.
Okay, so that's what, 20 days or so?
Yeah.
You've been trimming it, or are you just going to let it go wild?
No, you just let it go. You know, I mean, I'm kind of feeling with the turtle, the collar and feeling a little Sean Connery-ish, but you know.
Yeah.
So
I can't even grow a beard. I can't try. I tried November once, where you just grow a mustache for November, but it turns out my wife thinks I look like a pedophile or something.
It wasn't just your wife, Corey.
Apparently, mustaches are not cool. Sorry, viewers with mustaches.
The 70s are over.
yeah, I hate to tell you this, but it was local police as well.
There was an APB.
It was.
I believe that.
You know, I mean, usually my beard by the end of 6 to 7 weeks is quite pronounced, but we've got about 50 to 60 guys that participate, and.
So when you guys are still growing, let's say, what date do you stop? When is the competition over?
We started November 1st and we end on December 14th.
14th. So are we able to come down and select someone we'd like to play Santa Claus? Seems like a good opportunity.
You can. I mean, this year they're actually holding a party at the Altamont Brewery for us. They're going to have live music and free beer and stuff. I mean, every other year. It's
they got good beer too.
It's been at First Street Ale House.
Back to beer.
But you know, I mean, there's some guys that grow some amazing, I mean, some miraculous beards.
They get tricky, like tie it out like this and curl it up like they do in those mustache contours. You twirl like Raleigh fingers style.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, not necessarily. They kind of look like the Oakland A's, you know, when those guys grew up.
Oh yeah, the playoff beards,
yeah.
right?
You know,
That's
not the Red
at
Sox.
I could see that.
Not the Red Sox. by
Not
any
more
means.
professional beard.
Yeah, you know, but I mean,
Any braiding involved?
we all have to shave our faces clean.
Yeah, well, you gotta start fair.
Yeah, you can keep a mustache, but
then you look weird for the first week, and people think
you kind of look like a porn star.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, then it's not even growth, right? Got this wicked mustache.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a beard growing contest, so it's not.
So you don't even need a mustache, right?
No, you don't. You can go Abraham or Abe Lincoln or whatever.
So what does the wife think about the beard? I know whenever I think about trying to grow my wife's always like, no. Does the wife like the beard?
She's happy because I spend less money on shaving cream and razors.
Oh, there's like some sites nowadays you can do that are much cheaper for that, like Harry's and like Dollar Shave Club, like way cheaper.
Yeah, and I saw the guy from what's the History Channel pawn shop thing.
Does he got one now too?
He's got a single blade razor. Yes.
Yeah, I do a Dollar Shave Club. They send you like 4. It's like a regular like Gillette style razor, but it's like $8 a month, and I send you 4 razors like every month.
Yeah, I've seen that in a little box.
Yeah, it's crazy cheap compared to going to like Costco and buying like razors.
Is that the only thing she likes about it?
That it's cheaper?
Is she a beard fan?
Yeah, you know, I mean, she doesn't hate it. She loves the cause. She's very helpful with it. But you know, she likes me with a clean face. Usually,
She likes December 15th, doesn't she?
Yeah. Usually I rock the goat, but you know, the unfortunate thing is after December 14th, I'm just like, you know, I haven't shaven for a month and a half, so I'm just gonna keep going with this.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice. I don't have to, just here, and
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sure, that's not bad. So, all right, so we know about the beard now. We know why you guys are raising money. Or you guys know you're raising money for a charity called Rooms of Hope. So why don't you tell us a little about Rooms of Hope? Is that a national charity? Is it a local charity? What do you guys do?
You know, Rooms of Hope, originally it was Special Spaces, which is a national program, and the cause is the same. So they build dream bedrooms for children with potentially critical illnesses.
Kind of make a wish, sort of.
Kind of make a wish. But now Rooms of Hope has focused in on our community. You know, so it's Livermore Valley, San Joaquin Valley, and kids that live within our community, as opposed to special spaces, which is still an amazing foundation. They were San Francisco based, and it was the entire Bay Area.
Okay, sure.
So it's a spin-off of that, but again, locally focused.
Sure. How long have you been involved with them?
This is my third year.
Yeah.
4 years ago, I saw the beer growing contest. I knew nothing about it, and I was
Having a beer.
hey
Having
man,
free
yeah,
beer.
having a
Having a
beer.
beer first in house. Here go all the guys with crazy beards.
Yeah, exactly. Having a beer, going, wow, that'd be fun. But then I kind of spaced on it, and then after I remembered what it was about, or what it was, and what the actual foundation was, I made it a point 3 years ago to make sure that I became a huge part of it.
Sure. So, I mean, I guess a good question. The question I would have would probably be about how many bedrooms do the Rooms of Hope folks manage to make over, per year? Like, that you've been involved for 3 years. I mean, do you know how many bedrooms they've been involved in? Do you actually participate in the planning for it, or is it just kind of you raise the money and then they've got like a whole planning team that comes out like exhibits like, yo, dog, I heard you like this and this.
I mean, there's a large
That's awesome.
Exhibit
Yo,
the
dog?
rapper,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, you never see Pimp My Ride?
Yo, doubt.
I was thinking, why would a team come and exhibit things in a bedroom?
No, the rapper.
Like Habitat for Humanity, you just build it, right?
Nora was with me.
Be quiet, get to work.
Pretty much, it's pretty much just built. There are different participants that have been a part of it for a long time. There's a young lady named Breezy who has, due to cancer, decided to have her own leg amputated as a young girl.
Wowzers.
Yeah, and Breezy's family and father, he's a contractor, so he helps out
Great.
with a lot of the bills. People volunteer. My wife's an interior decorator, so she's volunteering to do some of the interior decorating for it. I can sling a hammer, I can carry wood, but I've volunteered to, as a culinary professional, to cook for the builds.
Sure.
Give them some chili or soup or,
Something hearty while they're in there doing all the hard
Exactly.
work. Some of the hard work.
But it's all volunteer based. 90% of all funds that are raised go towards the builds.
90%? That's very impressive. I know I've seen numbers for national charities, and 90% is very impressive.
Yeah, it's usually like 5%. It's a great foundation. The family that runs it is, Shelley Ham. They're a very small group, and this year we have two amazing causes to raise money for. We have a young lady, 16 years old, by the name of Hannah. She's battling cystic fibrosis. But on top of that, she and her family moved into a home in the Livermore area that eventually was found out to have black mold throughout the entire house. So the family now lives in a trailer outside of the home, and they leveled the house to the foundation. Unfortunately, Hannah has, because of the black mold, has lost 60% of her lung capacity.
Oh, wow.
So not only is she dealing with cystic fibrosis, but now she's dealing with, not living in a home
Right, like chronic
and
lung problems.
and lung problems. And then we have another young lady by the name of Delaney, who is 3 years old, who is a brain cancer survivor. But Delaney has problematic medical conditions that keep compounding her life, and she spends 6 days a week in the hospital.
Okay.
And so, I mean, my wife and I, or my stepdaughter, went through 2 heart transplants. So we know how important it is to have a place for a child who spends a lot of time in hospitals to go and just have their own space.
Of course.
And so Rooms of Hope builds dream bedrooms for these children. These designers go and talk to the kids one-on-one and build these bedrooms specifically for them. A lot of times if they have, because it's not just the child that has a medical condition that is impacted by this. It's their siblings as well. So a lot of times Rooms of Hope will build a bedroom for the sibling or a shared bedroom for the two of them. But in the case of Hannah, it's going to be an entire house.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
big
ask.
cost.
So, I mean, because you're talking about building a room, it's typically in an existing structure.
Mm-hmm.
So more of a remodel, if you will. What's the price range typically? What are you looking at for one of these builds?
It's generally about $5,000 to $6,000.
That's not bad at all.
And it's flat screen TVs. I mean, there's a lot of contributions.
Labor's free, effectively. So.
Yeah, labor's exactly. Labor is.
It's all materials.
That's a lot of cost out. You're basically just paying for materials.
Build the TV.
Exactly. No, actually, we do have little elves that build TVs for us. That wasn't funny.
I can do that at Costco.
When my stepdaughter was going through everything that she went through, it would have been fantastic to have this type of location for her just to go and just enjoy, the space that she had. But we knew nothing about anything like this.
Yeah, honestly, this is the first I've ever heard about it. I had to do a quick little bit of research before you came down. Is there a website? If people want to get involved, people love the idea of it, that they're probably a little late to enter the beard growing contest, but there's always next year.
There is. It is a great location that'll explain everything for you. It's www.roomsofhope.org. And then you tag on, if you want to make a donation, you tag on my name, Jeff Naleway, and it's PayPal. It's very easy. And we just go from there.
And it's 501c3, so it's tax deductible.
Yep, absolutely. They do send you an email with the tax ID number.
So you were saying that so far it's Livermore Valley.
San Joaquin. You said Livermore and San Joaquin.
Yeah, Livermore and
Okay.
San Joaquin. So it's local demographics. And again, last year it was broader. It was the entire San Francisco Bay Area that kids were a part of. But the family that Shelley Ham and her family that run this organization decided that it should just be, more centrally located because, the First Street Ale House does such a fantastic job at helping us out with this foundation, and they run the entire beard growing thing. And
Do you have any other fundraisers going throughout the year? Or is it just the beard growing?
as far as First Street Ale House.
No, just
No, Rooms for Hope.
fundraisers for
Any other
Rooms for Hope.
activities?
Rooms for Hope. No, it's once a year. Again, we're building bedrooms for two girls. You've got 50 to 60 guys raising money. I am proud to say that
$5,000 to $6,000
Yeah.
per room.
well, not everybody raises that much money. I was fortunate enough to raise the most money last year, and I'm hoping to.
Nice job.
Thank you very much.
That's why he's with us.
Winning's the best.
You know what? I'm very competitive. and-
Everyone wins in this case.
And-
Winning's the best.
pushing people to donate money is, I found out that I'm pretty good at. But I hope to raise the most money again this year, and it's for no reward. It's just last year I was able to raise enough money to build a room,
Wow.
and I hope this year I'm able to contribute more than
Now
that.
you have a whole house to build, right?
Maybe build a hallway and a
This-
room.
Yeah.
Maybe or a
Raise the
bathroom,
stakes on that.
a room and a bathroom.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So, I guess I don't really have too many other questions about the charity. It sounds like a really good charity. You've told us, where to go, where to get involved. You did mention a party where everyone kind of comes and looks at the beards finalized. So that was going to be December 14th at Altamont Brewery,
At Altamont Brewery at I want to say 11 o'clock.
and that's open to the public. I mean, people can go down there, have some beers, check out some beards.
I'm sure that they're not going to say no to you coming and buying beer.
Beards and beer.
If they did, they'd be silly.
It would think. I've had the beer. It's good actually.
No, the Altamont beer is good. Yeah.
It's good. Lynette, did you have anything else you wanted?
Yeah, it just seems so quiet though. I mean, it's great what you're doing, but I don't think a lot of people know about it. And they frequent the ale house, so does Corey and I. Haven't been clued in yet.
That's something that maybe we could raise awareness on. I generally blanket every industry colleague that I have, and family and friends, and it's well over 100 people, and then my wife has posted it. My wife Mary has posted it on Facebook, so that we can reach out to all of her friends and family and all of our Mountain House Wine Club friends, right, and all the Mountain House folks. But yeah, I mean, I'm somewhat of a marketing guy, but
like a Facebook page just called like Beards and Beer and Mountain House would probably get 1,200 likes the first day it was up, and then if you ask people to donate once they get on there and put pictures of their beards weekly, I'm just saying this could
like a contest next year.
Like an online contest.
Like really make the whole Mountain House. You could interview. I get where you're going with this.
Well,
it would require a lot of effort.
Yeah, we're already planning for next year. Next year, my wife has decided to do a Christmas craft boutique in our house to help generate funds. And then I generously have an offer from my cousin, who's the marketing director for the San Francisco Giants, for some sports memorabilia. So we'll be auctioning that off. We have posted, and you can see bios on Hannah and Delaney on the website, and we've sent that out to everybody. We've posted it on Facebook. And they're really great stories, and they're great families, and we've been able to meet the girls, and the cause itself is fantastic.
It's a great idea.
But the 2 years I've been there, when we find out where people are at the end of the beer growing contest, I've never seen a larger group of large men with full beards weep. Because invariably they get, one of the girls that's a part of this to come out and talk, and you just see grown men sobbing, just going, no, this doesn't happen all the time. But it's again, it's the same guys doing it every year, and it's just fantastic.
Okay, Jeff. So thanks for coming on the show and letting us know about Rooms for Hope. Why don't you go ahead and give us the website again?
So the website is www.roomsofhope.org, and again, it is my name, Jeff Naleway, and like Nancy, Aleway, and it's PayPal. It's very simple.
You do take checks though.
Absolutely, I do have an envelope at home that takes cash donations. The envelope itself takes cash donations. I'll put them in there. Thank you. We will take checks, and if you do show up on the 14th at Altamont Brewery, and you do want to make a donation, please make sure you just say that do it before 11 o'clock when we start, and make sure it's in my name, because I'm competitive.
I know, I like it.
Sorely competitive. I want to win.
Yeah, winning's awesome.
Winning is awesome, but it's also, again, all about building the best rooms and the best house that we can for these very deserving
all
children.
those important things, and then we want to win.
Yeah, everyone wins.
We
just want to win a little more.
We like to win.
But we want Hannah and Delaney to win too.
I think that's going to wrap it up for us for tonight. Hopefully you guys can take a look at the website. Hopefully join the charity down at the Altamont Brewery in Livermore on December 14th. It starts roughly 11 a.m. If you want to get a little earlier, get you some beers. They're tasty. Donate some money to the cause in Jeff Naleway's name, and hopefully witness some epic beers.
Absolutely.
And beers.
And beers.
Tasty beers.
Oh, and food and live music too.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Please